Want to know why? Ask how. Howard the Humongous. I wrote something for you. The printer is not printing. I'm going to try to read it for you off the computer screen, which means you're going to get the reflections of the computer screen and the lenses of my glasses. Bear with me. How do you turn garbage into gold, trash into treasure, and poison into a power source? You follow the example of stone tool makers 325,000 years ago. Here's the story, and it's a good one. 2.5 million years ago, in the Olduvai Gorge of Tanzania, pre-humans, that's your ancestors and mine ancestors, came up with a bright idea. Take a stone, a nice hefty stone you can hold in your fist. Flake it on one side and turn it into a tool. A multi-purpose tool. The first Swiss army knife, not to mention the very first human tool ever. In your hand, you've now got a hammer, a weapon, and a cutting implement. With it, you can kill an animal. You can break open its skin. You can cut up the meat. You can crack open its bones. You can crack open its skull. You can suck the marrow out of the bones. And you can eat those nice, rich brains. Yes, believe it or not, 2.5 million years ago, brains were an enormous treat. What you've got is called the stone axe. And with it, you can stop being an involuntary vegetarian, and you can eat meat. With the stone axe, you are no longer an animal like most of the other animals that have occupied the earth for the last 585 million years or so. You are now a maker of technology. Frankly, for our pre-human ancestors, that was it in the big breakthrough department. Those ancestors of ours rested on their haunches like lazy no-goodniks for a good long time. How long? Roughly 750,000 years, almost a million years. Then the next big idea hit, probably in Africa. Instead of flaking your fist-sized stone tool on just one side, why not flake it on two? Wow, what a great idea! Now you have a sharper edge. Neat. Now by this time, you pre-humans have spread out as far as Europe on the east and China on the west. But your hot new idea, flaking a stone axe on two sides instead of one, takes off wherever there are pre-humans. Alas, that's where things stop. Once again, our ancestors were not quite human and had brains not much bigger than their stone axes. So new ideas did not exactly come trippingly to their imaginations. The result is that stone axes stayed pretty much the same for another 415,000 years. Then came an innovation that put the other two to shame. Why? Pre-humans now had bigger brains. Not quite brains the size of yours and mine, but bigger. And with those new brains, they could do more than merely invent. They could radically re-perceive. Specifically, they could see what had always been clear and obvious, as something new. They could see what had always been clear and obvious trash as potential treasure. And that is a crucial human capability. What trash did these pre-humans reperceive? When you make a stone axe, you litter the ground with garbage. And it's not just any garbage. You hang on to the core rock that you're fashioning, the one that looks like a small, elongated coconut, but you garbage up the place with the stone that you hammer away. And that garbage, that stone, is a toxic waste. It isn't ordinary gravel. It can do a mean job of slicing into your bare toes and cutting up the naked soles of your feet, which turns your favorite work spot into a hazard. Wait, we've lost our place. Hang on. Oh, here we go. Wait, where is it? Okay. Back to, which turns your favorite work spot into a hazardous place. After 2.15 million years of ancestors who've been forced to hopscotch and hop around over this dangerous litter, someone had a brainstorm, even if it was in a fairly small brain. Forget about the stone axe. That was the brainstorm. What? Forget about the most massive transformer of the bare hands capabilities in all of pre-human history? Yes, forget about it. Why? Look down, dummy. Take a good look at your litter, your garbage, your waste. Look at your dangerous throwaways. Why? If your litter can slice your toes, maybe that's not all it can slice. And thus was invented the art of flaking. Thus was invented the blade. Not a big wonking blade, like the edge of your old heavy stone axe, but a slender blade. A skinny, lightweight blade that would eventually lead to the invention of the stone knife and the arrowhead. And easy to carry, easy to run with technology that could do more than bludgeon meat. One that could slice, dice, and fillet. Not to mention stab, gut, and eviscerate. Don't use your stone hammer. Use those little scrappy shards. Use the waste. Learn to make that waste do exactly what you want it to do. Learn to flake. But the real payoff was more than just a tool. It was a method. Stop obsessing on your current prize. Stop obsessing on what you think is your current wealth. Look instead at the potential in your throwaways. Reperceive. Reinvent. Reperceive. Re-see. Now to find our place again. For example, today's great dangerous waste is greenhouse gas. Now, trees know how to use greenhouse gas as a resource. It's carbon dioxide, and they inhale it as their food and as their fuel. If trees are so smart, why are we humans so dumb? Isn't it time to take a lesson from the Flake? This is Howard the Humongous, speaking to you from the future. It's your job and my job to make, or want to know why? Ask how. And now to find that elusive, sneaky, evasive, utterly dissembling little off button, which is going to be twice as hard to find as usual because it's all covered up with what I've been reading you. There. I think I've got it.